This is a story about hip hop. It's that simple. It's about the journey and the transition from being a listener and a consumer of the art and what it's like to go from that to becoming the creator and the actual artist. This is my story.
All right, so B, man, tell me a little bit about yourself, man, about your music, about where this album is going.
I just been a avid fan of hip hop ever since the beginning. Me and my boy Keon, we would get together back from as early as like 13, 14 years old, and we would listen to Nas, It Was Written, and that's when I fell in love with hip hop. And I've always been a writer, ever since 10, 12 years old, always wrote poetry. But I really only wrote rap once ever. We recorded a song called Real Hip Hop.
What happened to hip hop? The game's all confused. Cats try to flow, but like the lyrical tools.
I branched off into just, writing my poetry and just my career, with work. And Keon, he basically had, he had dreams, aspirations of being a producer. And, he actually had a studio built like in his crib. And it was just one of those things where I just kind of hit this crossroads in my life where I needed an outlet.
A predator with the metaphors. Hottest the temperatures. So many bars in the reservoir. These MCs in debt, I'm the creditor. B hit me up one day. And, he was like, man, I think I want to do an album, man. So I'm like, well, let's link, man. Let's talk about it. Let's see what's up. So he come through, play a couple beats. He start picking a couple beats out. And I'm just like, you got a good ear. You pick some real nice beats. So, you say you want to do an album, just do it.
When I first heard about the project, what went through my mind was like a therapy type, Some people have stress on them. Some people go to the gym, work out. Some people pick up a new trade. This was like picking up a new trade to me, actually.
I don't think my life would have really ever been complete without doing this album. I'm not trying to be a rapper. I'm not trying to be, a hip hop artist, but I love hip hop, and hip hop has been as big a part of my life as anything. It seems like it's just the perfect ending, to this story, of my life. It's just like a chapter, that I wanted to express, with music.
What up with you? You get to work? Let's get to it. No man is an island, so how can I succeed? Dolo, we still arriving. The music need reviving. Reality is struggle but surviving. No pain, no gain, so I guess it's worldwide then. Niggas here wildin'. Remember fights when we was freestyling? I'm sicker with them bars. I'm on Mars when I'm rhyming. We all are motivated by different things, yet at the same time, we all go through a lot of the same things. So, a lot of the, if you listen to each track, you're going to hear a story about something different. It's real life. You can relate to it because you probably been through some of the same things, heartbreak and, all type of stuff. So I just think, it's dope that, he's able to just, put down what he felt, at that time and put it to the pen as if it had just happened.
I'm on my way to the studio. I'll be there. I'll be there in 5 minutes. Yep.
I just sit back and reminisce on everything that's happened in my lifetime. The good, the bad, happy, sad. It's all part of the journey. It's all part of the story. And you know me. At the end of the day, no matter what, life is good, life is good.
Still remember back when Hov made the song cry. Hair bobbing on my way to the fish fry. Damn, this nigga got deep tears in my eye. Interrupted by some Daisy Dukes, oh my. Tired of reflecting, past is a lethal weapon. Live for the day, give my all, ain't no half-stepping. Premonition that I'm falling and the feeling fades. Sour lemons, guess I'm in the mood for lemonade. Stranded on a mountain to side with no belay. Praying God will come and rescue me with no delay. 500 winder turns bound to go the wrong way. No direction, GPS or even AAA. I told my girl she's better off with another. Be happy, live your life, find a good brother. Move to LA, got a job, change the number. Now I'm realizing that I love her. Pages of my mind turn as I reminisce. Good and bad, happy, sad, man, it's all a gift. Don't stress, cause everything gon' be alright, boy. Live for the day and I die every night, boy. Don't stress, cause everything gon' be alright, boy. Live for the day and I die every night, boy. Every night, boy. Night, boy. Night, boy. Between a girl and a boy, she like to play with my mind like it's her favorite toy. She got me wondering who's the master like I'm Bruce Leroy. I'm mesmerized every time I see her walk through that door.
One of the first songs that we started working on in the studio was called Stream of Consciousness. And basically, the whole point of that song was not really putting myself in a box. And it was just allowing myself to wander from topic to topic.
In the case with Brian, you know, he would go home, he would hear a beat, and it's totally his vision. You know what I'm saying? It's totally what he sees when he hears the beat. So it's not really my vision when he comes back and he has a song. My thing is just more so to, you know, just make it sound like him more. Okay, yeah, I like this flow, but then he stays with this flow. It gets a little boring right here. I'm uninterested now. And then when I think that to myself, I'm like, okay, how can I help him switch up this flow with the words that he wrote?
No way my life will be complete till I give you a ring. Lifeful. No way my life will be complete till I give you a ring.
How do I say it? Let me hear how I say it.
You say it stiff, like no way my life will be complete till I give you a ring.
No way my life will be completed. My life will be completed.
No way my life will be complete till I give you a ring.
So you're saying no way my life will be complete till I give you a ring.
I'm saying, unstiffen it a little bit. No way my life will be complete till I give you a ring. Instead of no way my life will be complete till I give you a ring.
No way my life will be complete till I give you a ring.
Nope, not like that.
No way my life will be complete till I give.
No way my life will be complete till I give you a ring.
No way my life will be complete till I give you a ring.
Till I give you a ring. No way my life will be complete till I give you a ring.
No way my life will be complete till I give you a ring.
Nope, still stiff. No way my life will be complete till I give you a ring.
No way my life will be complete till I give you a ring. No.
Come here real quick.
No way my life will be complete till I give you a ring. No way my life will be complete till I give you a ring.
That's how you doing it, right?
My life will be complete till I give you a ring.
No way my life will be complete till I give you a ring.
No way my life will be complete till I give you a ring.
You still got that till.
What you gonna say? Rings.
No way my life will be complete till I give you a ring.
No way my life will be complete
Till I give you a ring. Like a little hesitation in there. No way my life will be complete till I give you a ring.
Oh, no way my life will be complete till I give you a ring.
No more hesitation. Keep saying it. Keep saying the same line.
Okay. Give you a ring. No way my life will be complete till I give you a ring.
That's it. Right there.
Yeah. No way my life will be complete till I give you a ring.
Yes.
All you had to do was tell me throw some stank on it.
Yeah.
Throw some stank on it.
Last week, you know, we had a phenomenal session. We had a young lady by the name of Soroya Smith, and she came through and she just did her thing. You know, I wasn't even necessarily sure she was gonna make it because, you know, the communication wasn't, you know, it was like I sent her a text and she may respond or whatever, you know, but we eventually kind of hashed it out. When I listened to the mixed and mastered version of the song, you know, it felt like she belonged on that beat.
One more time, front again.
I see the purple haze.
Don't cry, sweetheart, cause everything is gonna be alright. Relax your mind and close your eyes, receive the peace and sky. On a flood. Like that.
With minimal instruction, you know, she was able to, you know, she was able to sing the hook exactly the way You know, I imagined it in my head when I wrote it.
Don't cry sweetheart, cause everything is gonna be alright. Relax your mind and close your eyes, receive the peace and light. No worries today, falling away on a cloud of...
B reached out to a friend of mine, and when things are supposed to work, it works, and here I am.
It would be real easy for me to just get on a slow beat and just make the album real slow, real old school, full of samples. But it was real important to me to use one of Keon's, one of his original beats. You know, something that he created, something that was original. They had no samples, something that was just completely new.
So this red is our intro.
Who is old girl sitting over there?
Verse,
That's why I never seen a girl that fine before.
that block right there is 4 bars. So
said
4, 8. I can extend another 4. I can take off 4. I can add. You know what I'm saying?
You don't think I
As long as they end in a perfect 4. Okay. I mean, it ain't gotta be perfect.
Watch
but,
this.
Right. Okay.
She's sitting over there looking like a winner.
So let me know when you all this intro, or you just trying to take a part out?
Nah, delete the whole thing. Okay. So we start now. 9:05. All right.
9:03.
All right.
And this is when the album starts to become a little bit more light, a little bit more partyish, a little bit more fun.
Stepped out the house looking like perfection. I'ma change that. Wait, smile? The case about I bet she get what?
The hardest part about this whole thing has been the delivery. You know what I'm saying? You can have the dopest bars, you can have the best verses, but if you can't convey it and you can't express it and you can't deliver it in the way that's charismatic, in the way that's catchy, in the way that, you know, draws people in and makes people want to listen to what you're saying, it don't matter. Just a little nuances of hanging on this word here or cutting this word short or switching up the flow there. How difficult it is and how that's an art in its whole self. You know, it's made me just really appreciate it and kind of say, well, even if people don't write everything they say, if they can deliver it in a way that makes you want to hear what they're saying, they're still an artist.
I'll be honest, baby. Yeah, I got a pass.
Okay. I see what you're saying. I be saying, right. Like,
It's organic though, man.
but I mean, I need that on the album though.
He's so Prince, man. He's so much like Prince.
This has been a production, you know, and even though it's a tiny, small production, you know, just having, you know, me, Severe, the 2 other artists, Malik and Soroya, my brother who's been here helping to film the documentary, you know, just that small amount of people to get everybody on the same page, you know, to create something has been, it's been difficult.
Now tell me, what do you do when you realize the thing you need to change is you? Are you man enough to face the truth and master the God that's inside of you? I've been held back, my major is in rap. Now what the hell is that? And how do you handle that? My bars so serious, nigga. You hearing us? Ain't no fear in us. Eddie Murphy delirious.
Conviction was a very dark song, you know, real bass heavy, real ominous kind of beat, and it really had to do with just as a man taking a look in the mirror. You know, the hook of the song is, what would you do if you realize the thing you need to change is you? You know, a lot of times, you know, we can go through the whole life going through experiences that don't work out, thinking it's the other person, you know, but at the end of the day, you have enough of these experiences and you find out that you're the common denominator. You know, at some point you got to kind of look at it and, you know, you may need to make some changes. My guy Malik, he's on the song, you know, and, you know, but we'll see what happens with that verse or not, you know, because that's a real important song. And, you know, he kind of spit a verse that it was a hot verse, but I don't necessarily think it matched the song, and that's a real important song on the album. Every song has meaning, and we'll see whether we can get him to, you know, redo that verse to where it fits the song a little bit more. Tell me a little bit about your verse on the album.
I kind of spazzed on it. It was like you heard the beat, man. The beat just put you in a certain vibe, you know. A certain tone that made you want to sit down and write it right then and there, more so than sit on it and try to make a song out of it. So I tried to catch the warrior spirit of the beat, man. Just pin it right there. That's why the line came off so raspy.
Chief, I'ma have you chumps running. Bang, bang. I had a block jumping. My car bumping. With that real shit. You hear me coming. I'm coming real quick. Y'all niggas know what this is. That ill shit. Illinois with the illest boys making real hits. Tell me what do you do?
I've heard worse. Like, it's not bad. It's not super bad. I can just tell. I can tell he just,
he wrote that shit in the
But
car.
I mean, it sounds good. Like, his voice sounds good. Right. His delivery is okay. I give it 85% out of 100. Like, it ain't. Like, I would like him to record it one more time, even if it's just that. But
he not gonna do it. I texted him about it. He just didn't respond. He was kind of mad about it. I could tell. Cause I told him, I was like, I would like you to redo the verse just so it matched the song a little bit better. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And he just.
So he upset about what? About having to rewrite a verse?
Yeah, probably. Cause I told him, I'm like, dog.
I mean, the only time you ain't gonna have to rewrite a verse is like, you gotta be like Nas. Like, I would never ask Nas to rewrite a verse. Right. He ain't Nas.
No.
So I mean,
he wrote it in the car coming over here.
Yeah, that's half bad. But I mean, if you want to put it on the project, that's cool. I mean, I
don't have time. I'm just gonna have to
just take it and use it. Yeah. It is what it is. I mean, it's not super bad. It's just that it could have been better. But I'm not gonna ever be like, oh, rewind that. Let me hear that again. Never. You know what I'm saying? For that verse.
And that was like an important song. Like, I was bearing my soul on that song. You know what I'm saying?
You go hard on it. I mean, not that he didn't do his thing because, like I said, he got that voice. We from New York.
No, he lived in New York, but he from
Chicago. So he got a little New York influence in his voice. I can hear it. You know what I'm saying? So, it sounds good, but I really wish he would have said something more too. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it is what it is.
Bang bang.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if he was trying to mix the Chief Keef with not to disrespect Chief Keef, but it threw me off. It was like he had nothing else to say, so it was just like bang,
he didn't try.
He didn't. I mean, if you said he wrote it, like he literally, I saw him come out the booth and was writing.
He was writing it right here in this chair.
It was a dope verse. You know, everybody agreed that it sounded good, but it just wasn't necessarily. It didn't flow with the topic of the song that I had written. So, I kind of gave him a call. I asked him, to rewrite the verse, and he didn't want to rewrite it. He said he loved the verse, and that was what he felt, when he wrote the songs.
If you ask an artist to come do some art, you ask the artist because you trustworthy in what that artist does. You like the art, you like this, you like that. The universe is full with different atmospheres, man. You got cold weather, you got warm weather, you got hot weather, nice weather, you know what I'm saying? Depending on that current, man, is what you get. If it's cold out, you may get snow, you may get hail. If it's hot out, it's hot out, you're gonna burn. So depending upon what that current is, and that music is the current. Music is always the current. So the current took me to that place. I don't believe going into hip hop studios, this is what we're gonna do. When you strategize, it's just like now you putting a character on a rapper, and when you deal with character, you deal with limitation. The black man is God. There is no limitation, so our mind should be free to go anywhere. So that was my current, and I wrote it right there. Like that's how I felt. There wasn't no song you sit back and a lot of things, a lot of the shit you hear today, niggas right in the studio right then and there. So when you fuck with me, you fucking with bars. Now, nigga may not like my bars because it don't fit the song pattern that he see in his head, nigga, but it's bars. And that's what you want. You want a lyricist. You want a pure lyricist. You don't want a person where you have to string along.
I think at the end it did work out. It worked out better than I actually thought it would work out. So I gotta give him props for, as an artist, sticking to what he wrote, and we roll with it. So it ended up working out in the end.
Tell me a little bit about the song titled "Life Goes On" on the project.
So that song, there's also, like I said, and I don't want this to be a sad album, but that's still in this really retrospective, reflective, looking in the mirror, kind of song. I was listening to a lot of Tupac, you know, so I actually start the album with, you know, one of Tupac's lines, you know, last year was a hard one, but life goes on. I'm bumping my head against the wall, learning right from wrong. The things that you've been through in your life, the things that weren't necessarily easy, the things that were hard, but at the same time, you know that you're a better person and that you know that you can do better, even though you may not have performed the way you wanted to. You know that you got more in you, you know, so that's really the beginning of this album, the light. That's where you start to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
That's in my head. After all, I'm just a man. If only God can judge me. Here I stand without a plan. All I got is faith. All I got is love. All I got is hate.
Yeah, last year was a hard one, but life goes on. And now I'm about to show you that life is good.
Okay. Last year was a hard one, but life goes on. Bumping my head against the wall, learning right from wrong.
You rise from the ashes like the phoenix and become this, you know, this just powerful being. Anybody who knows the X-Men characters or comic books, or who knows the mythical creature of the phoenix, you know, the phoenix, you know, dies and it comes back, and when it comes back, it's more powerful. And it's like one of the most powerful beings, you know, on earth. The album has a very spiritual undertone to it. You know, so, you know, I believe that, you know, there's a God, you know, God resides inside of all of us, you know what I'm saying? But we don't really tap into that. But if you can tap into that, then you can become very, very powerful.
Feel like I'm caught in the cloud, taking niggas to church. It's evangelist flow, I'm doing spiritual work. Proverbs of King Solomon stay on my mind. With wisdom come understanding, seeking ye shall find. Feel like my eyes are blind. Darkness is the light, the parallel of doing right with street dreams in my sight. Feel like God's on my side, one day it all makes sense. Peering through the pitch black, like a window with tents. Mama, I need to vent, I guess I'm all in my feelings. Got demons in my mind, need some spiritual healing. Pardon my dark diction on the road to perdition. Changed my mind a million times, a walking contradiction. I'm talking truth, not fiction, it's the realest of prose. Offering peace and blessings to my friends and my foes. The stone the builders rejected will be the chief cornerstone. The shepherd boy becomes the king, I'm almost home. The darker the shadows, the brighter the lights. So I sharpen my sword as I prepare for the fight. Purified by the fire, it's a holy war. This Invictus flow, feel like I've been here before. Maybe it's deja vu, some type of premonition. 3 sevens like God body, 21 if you listening. I'm the soul controller, epitome of a soldier. Smoother than butter, phlegmatic, mafiosa composure. A vendetta to get better, overcome myself. Set by the relationships that was bad for my health. I've been mad at myself, couldn't let shit go. Contemplating my life, will I die alone? This is recovery, I've been another me. Had to discover me, now that's luxury. A new beginning means an ending, that's an evolution. That sparks a revolution to end all the confusion. I have lived my life.
The song Church, that was you know, that was one of those songs where it was later on in the album, and I really I had got my groove a little bit. I think it's like maybe the second to last song or third to last song that I wrote. So I wanted to kind of get like real lyrical in it. That was like my I Could Rap song, you know, like Everything Goes was like, you know, kind of expressing myself, get my feelings out, all of that kind of stuff. But Church was like, you know, I can rap.
Feel like I'm resurrected, I'm searching for perfection.
That's kind of maybe one of the turning points on the album, to where I kind of hit my stride. The flow kind of gets a little bit smoother, and you know, I think that was one of the more songs where I had like more energy.
Ooh, LL was a beast.
LL was bad, huh?
I need a girl with extensions in her hair, bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair. A Fendi bag with a bad attitude. That's all I need to get me in a good mood. She could walk with a switch and talk with street slang. I love it when a girl ain't scared to do a thing. Sitting on the bus stop, sucking on the lollipop. Once she gets started, it's hard to make the hottie stop. She like to dance to the rap jams. Sweetest brown sugar with the candy yams.
Ooh, shoot. LL was big.
As long as the earth turns and the sun shines, I'll be here through the good and the bad times. I'm so blessed every day I get to call you mine. Just put this song on repeat when you need reminding.
Brian talks about a point where we kind of go bar for bar, and I kind of switched the flow on some of the things that he was doing. And it's not through the entire album, but it's just something that when an artist trusts a producer and they're just like, okay, I don't know what you're doing right now, but let's try it out. And then you hear it played back in full and you're like, oh, I see what you were doing now.
Hey, before we get any further, do you think I should hang on these words a little bit, or is it okay the way I'm saying them? Like, should I be like, wanna know what it takes to become a king? First thing you do is you go out and get yourself a queen.
How would it sound if you didn't do it?
Huh?
How would it sound if you didn't do it?
Wanna know what it takes to become a king? First thing you do is you go out and get yourself a queen. Like, instead of saying shit, I had like, give her the keys to the castle, let her run things. Then go to work and then proceed to make it more green. As long as the earth turns and the sun shines.
Right, so both of them are right.
I'll be here through the good and the bad times.
I'm saying which ones you think is better, like from your ear. Do you think it's better to hang?
I'll be, and the sun shines, I'll be here through the good and the bad times. Or it's the way I said it, and the sun shines, I'll be there through the good and the bad times. Like,
alright, say the whole thing. Say the hook real quick with hanging.
With let it hanging?
With it hanging.
With it hanging, I gotta punch it. We gotta punch it in. Mm-hmm. Because I can't let that word hang long enough and be quick enough to get back to
that to me. I know that.
Right.
I know you have to punch it in, but
right.
I'm saying if you was to say it, like slow it down, so it would.
Wanna know what it takes to become a king?
Shout out to my man Severe, because he has, even though I've written every word that you hear on the album, the style and the delivery on most of the songs, if not all the songs, have all been shaped by him.
I'm feeling like it's our time. How you like this? When I met you, girl, I learned it don't go of mine. I got a few selfish ways, darling, in time. With a pen on each other, partners in crime. This is my love letter that I'm writing to you. Me and you against the world, baby, us too.
This is my love letter. I wrote it just for you.
This is my love letter that I'm writing to you.
Oh, let me do that right now before I forget. Unless we want to.
I wrote it just for you. Shit, you want to do that now? You want to do it
now?
That was dope. I wrote it just for you. This is. This is my love letter. What? How do I say it? This is my love letter.
Put a pause in there.
Just for you.
I wrote a love letter. Wait.
This is my love letter. I wrote it just for you. Yeah. Me and you against the world, baby. Us too.
Right.
So I'll do those two lines. Right.
Okay. I was talking about the one, but yeah, you do the two.
He literally took me line by line and told me, how to say things, and he didn't do it in a way that made me feel bad, or, he almost kind of like tricked me, on one of the songs, I would start saying, and he was like, all right, wait, let's try something for a second, and then he was like, all right, and I say this first line, and I would say the first line, he would just punch it out, he'd say, stop, all right, and I say the second line like this, and then I would do it like that, and he'd stop. All right, and I do the third line and say it like this. And then, I realized, I'm like, okay, we doing the whole song, the whole verse, line by line, just enough so I could get the flow. And then I was able to, do the rest of the verses.
Every time we touch my body feels paralyzed.
I quit.
Ain't know what you a woman doing.
Keon, why'd you put this idea in his head? He went straight for singing. He just sang Beyonce.
Oh my God, I ain't even thinking about that.
You try to
and do the storms of the fire.
Next time you gonna come here, you gonna do an R&B album.
Alright, let's hear it from the beginning.
The chemistry we have is hard to define with words.
Perfect.
Man, niggas hoping that I speak so they can take a stand. Tell them jokers that they
could do some singing on that.
They want me caught out in the rain.
I don't know if you can sing though, but you know what I'm saying. Auto-tune is out here. Hey, I got auto-tune. Yeah, auto-tune. Play around with it. It just sounds dope. This might be that one they experiment on.
The sun shines every time you sit next to me.
So right now we on our way over to Keon's house. We about to go over 2 new tracks today. At this point we got like 3 songs left on the album. So go hammer these last 2 out. today, and then next week hopefully we'll do the last song, and then that's the album. You know, it's been a good journey. You know, we're in the final stretch right now. In the final stretch, just trying to finish strong. You know, that's the most important thing right now, just finishing strong. From the Ashes Part 1, it's the last song we're working on. It's one of the last studio sessions, so we just been grinding, about to get to work, do work on this last song, so see how it go.
You know, the last song I think was my best song. You know, I fell in love with that beat. I was sitting by the river on my lunch break, and I pulled up the website, and I just started listening, you know, through the beats, just listening, because I just felt like I needed one more really dope beat, you know. And I heard the beat Soul Cry, and it just blew my mind. But I was gonna kind of mail it in, honestly, because I was kind of done, you know, mentally just exhausted. You know, I didn't want to write another rhyme. I thought it would be a real cool beat for me to just talk over and just do my thank yous and, you know, just use it as an outro. But I was in LA, and when I went out to LA, I listened to the beat again, and I was like, this beat is too good just to talk. So I wrote 3 verses to it, and I don't know whether it was just me being in LA where I had some more inspiration, or I don't know if it was, you know, just me having gotten better, you know, from writing songs. But it was an easy song for me to write.
The alluring flashing lights got me wondering why.
My skills in terms of rapping in the booth had grown a little bit. So I think it was the perfect marriage of this really, really good beat, and my verses were actually pretty good too. So I think it's the best song on the album.
Could be these palm trees that got me feeling right, but equal mommy sent the text, we kicking it tonight. Switching lanes side to side, I ain't in a rush.
Told him that I wanted him to work on that he hasn't been working on. So he write his songs, think of other ways to flow it, so that the flow of it doesn't get so stagnant. You know what I'm saying?
I'm painting pictures
like,
what it's like. It's like
think about how the song sounds when somebody listens to it over and over. They get repetitive and you be like, the song get boring. You gotta, that's why you gotta figure out ways to switch up your voice and the flow, the way you deliver it. That's it. Other than that, man, he got it. Alright, let me hear that.
The flow became way more relaxed. You know, if you take a listen to that last song, it's almost fun. It's like, ha, here we go. Thank y'all, everybody who's been supporting me. It was almost like no thought process involved. It was just spitting, straight going.
This is the last session. It's been about 3 months. It was about 2 or 3 months. 3 months. Probably about 3 months, right? Probably about 3 months. The album is done. 9 songs complete. 1 intro. So it's gonna be perfect 10 tracks on the album. This is the last session. All the recording has been done. Everything is mixed and mastered. This is just the session where we just determine the order. After we determine the order, we ship it off the tune. The person who's been mixing everything, and he just makes sure everything is mixed at the same level, so that everything, you know, one song doesn't sound louder, you know, than the other song. So this is basically just that session where we brainstorm and we determine how the album is gonna sound. Which songs come before which songs and what comes after what. You know, that if you actually go listen to it and let it play, you know, it really shapes the sound of the album. So me and Severe will go ahead and put our heads together, and I already kind of got an idea of how I want the album to sound. But I'm gonna listen to him for his input, and we go, you know, just try to make it right so it's the most listenable experience possible.
For him to set a goal to create an album, I'm gonna do 10 songs, and then he did exactly that. You know what I'm saying? Really recorded 11. One we didn't make the cut, so it ended up being the 10. And you know, you set a goal and you accomplish it, man. It's an amazing feeling. It's an amazing feeling.
Talent is something you can't put in a cup and put a top on it. You know, you just only can maneuver it. So I felt like the first project of his was him coming along. That was good, you know. Repetition is what breeds success. if you continue to do it and stay repetitious at it, then it becomes better and better and better.
Sitting back, listening to it, and finally, getting all the corrections and little bits here and there, after it's all said and done, is like a accomplishment to a masterpiece. Putting together a 500-piece puzzle is fun when you get that last piece to put in the puzzle.
My last words would be on the lookout for Volume 2. Anytime you name a project Volume 1 or Volume 2 is coming. So, you know what I'm saying? Be on the lookout for Volume 2. I better be a part of that, that's all I'm saying.
The funny thing about a passion project like this is that people don't understand why it's important to you. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand the bigger goal. Like, okay, well, you go get in the studio, you go record an album. Why? Okay, and you doing a documentary. Okay, why? Now you spending hours and, spending money, spending time. People don't actually understand why you're doing a project, why you're putting it together. But it's important. As a man, you just try to strive to be at your best. You always striving to try to be your higher self. And I've found that I'm my higher self when I'm creating. In order to be my higher self, I had to create something. You had like this dark moment, this time when you were going through, some difficulties in your life, and you can either go this way or that way. What do? And my answer to it was to create something. And, that's what I did.
Of becoming a king, flashbacks, smooth swings, life ain't what it seems. Epitome of the American dream. Fall down, stand up, fuck what coming between, man. I told my only son, he the only one that stand in between him and the Holy One. It's the Trinity that keep defending me. My soul live on infinity to infinity. Shot of Macallan's, some Appleton rum, a dope beat. Now let's have fun. Chicago nights when it's nice made me write this. Belvedere and tequila with a slight twist. Is it lime time or is it rhyme time? Grab a shovel cause my life is a gold mine. Then take a picture cause my life is a paradigm. I'm chilling in the West Loop with a pair of dimes. And I don't know why I'm so fly. I don't know which way to go. I guess I'll hold on.
And we go, just try to make it right so it's the most listenable experience possible. I don't even know if that's a word. I feel like I've heard it before though. Listenable. I think that is a real word. Alright. For sure. Wait, I gotta Google it. I think that's a real word.
So alright, whatever you talking about. So we got the intro first, right?
Yeah, I got the intro first.
And you're titling that?
From the Ashes intro.
Okay, what you got second?
Church, which is my life. The title's Church.
Oh, the life?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, it is a real word. Listenable, easy or pleasant to listen to. That is a real word.
All right, track 3.
You didn't think it was a real word, did you?
You just sound funny.
I guess I'll hold on. I'm at a loss for words like a pantomime. I hit the ground running, back to the grind. Sometimes I wonder why this shit happen all the time. I can't afford the struggle, I'm just trying to free my mind. Traded therapy for studio time. Started from the bottom, so I got to climb. Trench town rock, everything I read. I cross over, step back like Kyrie. It's not easy being green like Kermie. I text my side chick late 2:43. Disrespectful hour, but I'm trying. You know what time it is? No, yeah, I'm lying. Streets of time, you, but I'm surviving. Play another sad song like a violin. All eyes on me, you know the hearts of men. My heart, all I really need in this life of sin.
On your part, you see what I did with them? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Malik Allah, all being born.
But do it again. This time when you sit down, just sit there. Don't say nothing.
Yeah.
I'm just getting a shot of you walking in and sitting down, bro.
No, you don't.
I don't need that part. I'm editing it. I know what I need. That's why I'm asking you what I need to do what I need. All right, go ahead. Why you got 2 glasses now? Dog, what the fuck, man?
You gotta go, man. You know he trying to catch sauce. I know, man.
All right, but not just going as your son. Perfect.